UFC is known to have one of the most dangerous athletes in all of sport entertainment. But one thing people don't talk about is the embarrassing and funny moments that occur within the UFC. Without wasting any time, let's check out the most embarrassing moments in the UFC. Remember the fight where Anderson Silva put Chael Sonnen in a chokehold and took his middleweight title? At the UFC on Fox 2 press conference, Sonnen arrived wearing an extra piece of jewelry that struck fans as odd because the belt was fake. Maybe Sonnen could process the fact that he lost his title.
Of which I took from Anderson Silva, and in this country, possession is 9/10 of the law. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers, and if he wants it back, he knows where to find me.
Yeah, I think you can get them on eBay for about $29.99.
That's what I was just...
Chael Sonnen has to be one of the most odd fighter in the UFC. At Gray Maynard and Rob Emerson met in a collision. Only one could come out with his arm raised, but shockingly, neither of them did. When Maynard scored a power double-leg takedown, that was too much for his opponent to take. After being slammed into the canvas, Emerson grimaced in pain and tapped out, but Maynard spiked his own head on the mat and knocked himself unconscious in the process. Maynard denies ever losing consciousness, but it was clear to the audience that he was unable to continue. In the heat of battle, anything go. The plan is to win by any means necessary. While fighting against Tito Ortiz, Randy Couture knew that he was well ahead on the scorecards, so he did what any fighter would do. Give your opponent some spanking. When Georges St-Pierre tore his groin muscle at UFC 100, he told coach Greg Jackson about the injury between rounds. Jackson knew that he could not show any concern regarding the serious condition, so he did what any good coach would do. Jackson can clearly be heard telling the welterweight kingpin to use his junk as a source of attack.
You understand me? Yeah. Nothing matters now. Hit him with your groin. You got my mentality?
Heather Nichols is one of those reporters that know how to handle pressure. I mean, getting dry humped by Rampage must have been the worst day of her life.
It's about a wrestler who falls in love with a ring girl. What do you think? You in?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Am I in?
You're in. Let's do it right now. Cut.
Well, some dude craps all over the mat for no reason. Who can forget the moment Mark Zuckerberg being an alien at UFC 298? How can we not include the quickest knock in UFC, the fight between Leon Edwards and Seth Baczynski? At UFC Fight Night 13, James Irvin scored an 8-second KO against Houston Alexander. Right after the bell, James Irvin delivered a Superman punch to Alexander, who immediately collapsed. Maan Amarani and Andy Ogle collided on the preliminary card. This was Amirkhani's UFC debut, and what an unforgettable debut it was. The fighter wanted to end things quickly and leaped with a fantastic flying knee that impacted Ogle's head to take him out. Jerzy Rosen climbed up the UFC rankings in recent years. He first turned heads back in 2019 with this crushing knockout. Rosenstruik tagged Crowder with a jab as his opponent stepped forward and instantly dropped him. If you liked this video, be sure to check our other videos on this channel. You won't be